Hello there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, especially rising sign. October 2022 is upon us, and it's going to help you learn the art of playing harder to succeed greater. It's literally going to be a time where you begin to shift your gears and you're going to find successes following you in a new way. You're going to let go of some of the striving, the ambition, and the grind, and get ready for sort of settling in to kind of receiving instead of taking and running for success in your career. And by the way, you're on a total junket over the next year to completely blow the lid off any kind of ambition, success, career energy, and really exceed your expectations. So this is going to be an interesting month of reassessing, breathing, going backstage, taking a little bit more time to play. Let's talk about how this works for you. Before I get going, if you're new to my channel, I am Lori Lothian. I use the tools of Hellenistic and Babylonian and archetypal astrology even to decipher the sky code so that you can time your best life. And this kind of best life we're timing this time is the month of October. I'm going to not go in chronological order, but what I think is the most important for you to know about. Second of all, if you are at all wanting to make my channel rise above 10,000 subscribers, give me a hand, would you? I'm almost there. I'm at 500 away when I record on September 20th. All you have to do is comment below in any of my videos between now and October 30th, because I'm doing the draw on Halloween. Like and subscribe between now and then. And also, if you don't mind, one way to win is to sign up for my Cosmic Moonshine newsletter. All new subscribers between like October 22nd and October 30th, December 22nd and October 31st, kind of vibe, are going to get entered into this draw. 10 free prizes, free readings, half price readings, half price courses, free courses, all of it. I'm giving the house away. So jump on in, why don't you? And help my channel grow. I appreciate it. All right. So, and please, I always listen to my comments, read them. So if you comment, I read every single comment and I reply or heart you, depending on whether I think it needs a reply. Okay, let's get started. All right. It's you guys, I tell you, I've been recording all day, different things. So if I sound weird, I am kind of there, at that moment of October. Let's talk about October. One of the things I think I want to say, and that's not chronological, is that you've been experiencing a little bit of a luck run since May, right? And that's partly because of Jupiter in your 10th house since May of last year, May 10th, this year, like 2020. And this has been boosting you to have greater success, greater visibility, greater luck and opportunity in that part of your sky that is your visible reputation, career, ambitions. And that's really lovely. I mean, that you need that because it's coming back full bore, like it's on steroids for you, December 20th to May of next year. So you've only had a foretaste of it because Jupiter only made it to like the 8th degree before he decided to retrograde. So it's a partial story. It's not really fully been revealed to you yet. But interestingly, there was a new moon last April, okay, on April Fool's Day, April 1st, in your 10th house of career, that is now in October showing you the full fruiting, the full harvest, the full blossoming of what seeds you planted for your career path, reputation, success, and ambition, visible career success in the world. It's blossoming on October 9th. And you have Jupiter still up there in your 10th house. He'll be there until October 28th. So this is like really, even if he's retrograde, it doesn't matter. He's still there and he's saying, hey, full moon light of harvest, like the ripe fruit is dropping from the bough and there's a spotlight. There's a big light in your 10th house. You are in the spotlight. Somebody's putting you in the spotlight, or you're getting this really interesting momentum in your career from the 2 weeks that follow the October 9th moon, right? So it's not new stuff because Jupiter's retrograde. So it's success in a territory you've been before, unless you're going to get a job that you've done before and someone hires you from an old company, which is possible. Then it's really just a deeper flowering and fruiting of the path you've already been on since May of 2022. So this is a lovely moon, and you're Cancer rising and you're ruled by the moon. The moon is the Lord of Cancer, okay? So this is a full moon and it really works for your high noon, your big success in the world, angular to your sense of self. Very important, very exciting for you. Second of all, I would like to mention that as Jupiter gets ready to leave October 28th, through to December 20th, your 10th house, he'll go into your 9th house. It's just kind of like the backstage area of the sky, or it's a little bit like the runway before takeoff. So you're going to go back and like look into the engine of the airplane of your career success and tinker with it. So this is a time when you might want to take some relaxation, some downtime, some joyful, relaxing, get me off the treadmill of work. And you may feel the impulse toward that the last week of October, as he slows down and to ingress into the 9th house. This is also an opportunity to go travel, especially big adventures in foreign lands, right? And it starts October 28th and it lasts until December 20th. You may not get off the ground until after November 24th because you need momentum. And that's when he goes direct from your 9th house. It's also a good time for winning in legal affairs and court cases. It's also a good time that he's starting to initiate October 28th for going to study something that you really want to apply and use and learn that might feed your career a little bit. So you could be learning, traveling, winning in court cases and all of that, but also just kind of pausing on the expansion button when it comes to your career and consolidating your gains, where I think I remember I said you need to have more fun. That's because there is an eclipse at the end of the month that can incite a new beginning, enjoy fun, play, and pleasure. And since you're a lunar ruled being and all eclipses involve sun and moon, let's go right there. Let's talk about that eclipse. So that eclipse is happening at 2 degrees of Scorpio on October 25th. A lot of the sea change toward working hard, playing more is happening in the last week of October. So this eclipse at 2 degrees of Scorpio in your 5th house of fun, joy, play, pleasure, romance, children, inspiration and enthusiasm, leisure travel, is going to incite a new beginning there, right? All new moons, let alone an eclipse, are new. But because it's an eclipse, it's more powerful. So something is eclipsed, something's ending and something's beginning. It's a new moon. So it's going to be definitely something going and something coming. Now, technically, it's the house of children, and a new moon eclipse in the house of children could mean a child moves out, right, of your home, if that's something you have going on. And when does that happen? Anytime in the 6 months that follow the eclipse. But pay attention to the week before and after the eclipse, because you might get some clues about timing. If you have your own business, this is a new start, a new direction in your independent business enterprise, and you'll see what I mean, that's going to be ignited and started, like the ignition gets kicked into gear with that new moon eclipse. And that will happen to unfold over the 6 months from the October 25th point. Venus is conjunct the eclipse. She is a benefic planet. She's a good girl. She's a good person. She's like fairy godmother, fairy godmother energy, god sister. And she happens to be in her detriment here, but she's still Venus. So money can come to you in a lucky way. There may be some like downsides to the money luck story here that's seeded in this new beginning because of her detriment, but it can look like she's in the house of her joy and she's a goddess of money, and this is a house of speculation and money luck. So could you win some money? Yeah, absolutely. This is something that's being seeded for you guys as a potential. With the eclipse of October 25th, add 6 months, but you might see some of the big energy of it in the first 2 weeks before and the first 2 weeks after the actual eclipse. It's so warm in my house right now. So just for you guys, I think I'm going to open the window. Hang on. Holy man. Oh, it's warm. Oh, that's better. There's a breeze coming in. No, okay. All right. Keeping on. Oh, holy hot heat wave. So I have this like cheat sheet of everything that's happening in the month, and now it's blowing in the wind. So we just take it down and I'll move it somewhere else for you guys. Okay. Next. Well, that's not really good for me because I have to see it. Oh my God. Next. Give me a minute, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect the wind to be blowing. I just thought it was going to be nice fresh air. All right, let's keep going. I can't cover every single thing that happens, but I am focusing on the most important. All right. So one of the things I want to talk about is Mars. Mars is a ruler of your career house, the 10th house, and he is moving in the sign 12th house, Gemini sign for a dog's age, right? August 20th to the 3rd week of next March. This is a time where you're clearing out your own sabotaging patterns, addictions, the ways you don't believe in yourself, self-defeat yourself. You may get rid of some karmic patterns as well, and family of origin patterns around being successful. His movement through here is supporting your 10th house of career. He also can get you to go off on a foreign land journey or adventure. And when? Well, October 30th, yeah, till December 20th. When he is in retrogradation in the 12th house, which simply means going back to a place you've been before. This is likely a travel opportunity and most likely a faraway shore or foreign shore. So that's for you guys. Look for that. I see that in 2 different places in your sky, right? Jupiter in the 9th and Mercury, Mars retrograde in your 12th. So get ready for that to come up. It's not starting till the end of the month, but it is important. Mars will be squaring Neptune on October 10th to 12th, once again, November 20th, and again, March the 12th next year. Those squares of Mars and Neptune are about decluttering. You know how you have a foggy windshield and you have to put on the defogger thing when you're driving? That's kind of what it is. I think that Mars square Neptune is defogging your life in some area of confusion or illusion or fantasy. And it is your ninth house. Now, for some of you, this can be about a belief that you hold, like a spiritual belief or a belief about the way life works. Neptune up here can be about our spiritual beliefs. And all of a sudden we're clearing the fog on that, like let's get rid of the way you may have misunderstood the nature of reality. So I have a belief that the universe is a friendly place. You might have a belief that universe is a mean place. You're going to change your belief structures a bit. And this is a longer story, but the beginning of it is October 10th to the 12th. Pay attention to things to do with what you believe is true, what you think your life's purpose truly is. Your relationship to a father or father figure could change. And your desires for where you wish to travel, if travel is in your storyline, could also clear the fog around that. And the true place you wish to go to, where those journeys should be. All right, so get ready for that square coming up. Venus will square Pluto, a lot of tension in the middle of the month on October 19th. Goddess of money and love will square the god of power, secrets, and all of that. And so this is an intense energy. Well, Venus is doing that square from your natal 4th house, and Pluto is in your 7th. This is tension being activated between some things or people in your home and your significant other or business partner or audience. This can look like a clash, a love clash, or an intensity in a love story very close to home, within your home, or some kind of power struggle between your significant other and someone who's a woman visiting your home. It's very short-lived. It's only on October 19th-ish, give or take a few days. So just be aware of that tension as it is getting ready to show up. Now, Mercury will be moving direct. Now, it's a good month, guys. 3 planets move direct. Mercury is moving direct in your 3rd house. This is a house of siblings, trips and travel. Yeah, a lot of that for you. Skills-based learning, your online world. It's a really good time, October 2nd, when he moves direct, to October 11th, while he's still in your 3rd house, to be able to move forward on online projects, things you wish to do with your website, marketing, merchandising, selling, great course launch, great sale, product launch, whatever. Also really good time for forward momentum, October 2nd, with a sibling, and uncle or cousin, until the 10th of the month. Then Mercury will move, and Mercury, by the way, was August 4th to September 26th or so in your 3rd house. So during that time, themes that were playing out are being reiterated in a positive forward way from October 2nd onward. And, Mercury was retrograding in your 3rd house as well before he goes direct. And that could look a lot like, I think he started retrograding September 24th into Virgo. And so between September 24th and his direct motion October 2nd, there may be themes about going back to revise things to do with travel plans, trips, websites, sibling relationships, all of that. Good news can come from siblings as well as he goes direct on the 2nd of October to the 10th. Okay. Sibling may want to travel to visit you. You may make plans to visit them. And then on October 10th, 11th or so, depends on where you live, Mercury moves into Libra, and Libra is your 4th house. Now, this is you making decisions maybe around marketing, messaging, or selling something from your home or in your home. Sometimes it can be selling something within your home, like you don't have to sell the whole house, or signing a new lease, or getting ready to move, negotiating a deal or a contract. When Mercury is going through Libra, which he will do from the 11th to the end of the month of October to the 30th, this is a great time to get a loan, a mortgage, especially because he's going to trine Saturn in your 8th house of bank loans, mortgages, and other people's money. So this is going to be good for house and money stuff. Okay. And I don't know, you could definitely sell things from your home, but for some of you, you might purchase or sell some new property. Okay. Or a new lease, either one of those. Okay, moving on to the next story. You're going to experience this. Oh my God, I hope I told you about the full moon. I did. Yeah, the fruity. You're going to experience another interesting thing to do with the sun moon story, because your lunar ruled. That's going to be the eclipse on the 25th of the month of October. This is in Scorpio. Scorpio is your fifth house of play, joy, fun, pleasure. This is a new beginning. I don't think I talked about this yet, but God, I hope I didn't repeat myself. It's been a long day. If I did, you get a double narrative of the same story. You know, you're going to seed a new beginning around your children, about play, about romance. Oh, did I say this? Maybe a kid will move out. I probably did. Yeah, sorry about that. But it is going to ask you to find your joy center, you know, find your play center. Again, a kid could move out as well. New moons, new beginnings include endings. And again, the eclipse itself means eclipsing something, eclipsing a lover from your life, eclipsing a child from your life because they move out. That kind of thing. That is going to be October the 25th, but it will unfold over 6 months. It's a big deal eclipse for you, because the fifth house is very much connected to things that bring you like the vitality and the joy spark of life. You know, what is it you're really looking for in life? What is going to light you up, you know? And if I already told you this again, you got a double whammy. I mean, in general, the eclipse is loving you up, flowing towards you, because you know, you are Cancer rising. So the 9 out of 10 people will experience this as a ending, beginning, new, refreshing energy, positive energy for you. Leisure travel is also the fifth house. More of that would be fun for you, as well as money, luck coming in, etc. Okay, going forward into the narrative, Venus will go into the heart of the sun in the house of your home. This is a Cazimi. It happens in Libra, happened last 200 years ago. It's the beginning of Venus ingressing into Libra for her meetup with the sun. And this is a Cazimi that's going to happen at 29 degrees of Libra, October 22nd. It seeds a new story in this part of your sky that lasts for 4 years. Beauty, harmony, joy, happiness, love in the home, from the home. It can even bring you a lovely new home. This October 22nd is the beginning of it, but you won't see the fruit of it necessarily till after December 5th. We need her to go into direct motion. She is retrograde. I mean, she is invisible. So by the 5th, 6th of December, you might see, oh my God, the seeds of a new home, or more beauty, fun, and joy in the home, or a woman coming to live in your home, or wanting to live with a woman in her home, or various female stories regarding the home. Venus rules sisterhood, maybe buying a home with your sisters or sister or siblings. Okay. Okay, and then I already mentioned, I think, that Saturn will go direct on October the 22nd, giving you relief from financial burdens regarding shared resources, mortgages and loans, credit card debt. Suddenly things feel really smoother here. You're getting over like a time that's lasted since December 2020 of feeling anxious and burdened and worried and concerned and serious and sober about your wealth profile. And as he goes direct October 22nd, that's the same day Venus does her star point, you're going to feel a bit of lightness of being financially in your story, which is wonderful. Lastly, anything else I want to say? Mars, well, I covered everything. Now, I may have repeated myself, guys, because I'm at the very end of a series of recordings and I'm feeling out of it. So if I did, I apologize if I repeated myself ad nauseum. All right. So what else? Please consider joining my Sky Reader course. Oh, it starts October 15th, and you can have fun learning astrology for 8 weeks with me and a bunch of other new beginning astrologers. And I've taught this course before. This is going to be a great cohort group. I've already got 20 people signed up, and there's only an early bird pricing in effect till October the 2nd. If you want that early bird pricing, get on what is called the wait list, because as soon as you're on it, every few days I send out a reminder to people, here's the early bird discount code, grab it while it's hot. And so please check out my description box. And do you want to become your own astrologer, time your best life? 8 weeks of astrology is about all you need to get the basics and to do some great and interesting and simple timing tools for yourself. Thanks, guys. And thanks for Cancers being so kind and understanding about my mind being exhausted today. Ciao, ciao.